Perhaps if she could find at least one pair of earplugs before going to bed last night, Amy wouldn't have woke up from a slight metal clicking. But all earplugs seemed to have magically vanished from the house, and she was forced to expose her ears to all possible sounds night and morning could bring. Night wasn't that bad. Besides, she slept much deeper during night hours, but became really sound sensitive around morning time. She was still in between dreaming and waking up, and couldn't quite make it out where that quiet but cruel squeaky sound was coming from. She didn't want to exchange her sweet dreamy morning tenderness to reality. The night was too amazing to wake up from it. Suddenly, a sharp guess. Amy opened her eyes and looked to her left. The other half of the bed was empty. She now knew exactly what was that heart-scratching squeaky metal sound. It was the sound of an entry door lock. Gordon was gone. Amy sat in her bed looking around as if she was afraid she lost something. She was hoping to find a note. She couldn't believe Gordon could walk away without at least leaving her a note. She swiped her palm along a pillow he slept on, as if she thought she still couldn't yet see a piece of paper on a white pillowcase with her sleepy eyes. But there was nothing. She bent over Gordon's side of her bed and looked at the floor, but the note she was hoping to find couldn't be found there either. She hopelessly looked again on both nightstands. There was no sign of a note. Amy grabbed her cell phone, hoping to see a text message from Gordon. Nothing. She scrolled her phone book contacts, selected Gordon in the list, but her finger froze above it. She frowned and tossed her phone on the bed. For a minute, there she sat on her bed, looking through her toes, thinking about something, then opened her eyes wide and touched her lips, kind of covering her mouth from unwanted words to come out. She jumped off the bed and rushed to vanity mirror. She gave her reflection a level-up close look and touched her face right under right eye, checking her tiny wrinkles. She backed up a little and looked at herself again, then turned to see her profile and gathered in her already flat stomach. Then relaxed again, turned her front back to the mirror and stared at herself confused. She slowly went back and sat in the bed. She looked like she was trying to remember something. Then made a deep sigh, stood up, rushed to the coffee table, grabbed a luscious bouquet of red roses from a vase and took it to the kitchen. There she dumped the roses in a trash can. She got back to her bedroom, put on a silk robe, then noticed a walnut-sized drop-shaped crystal on her nightstand. She grabbed it and glanced at it for a few seconds, as if she was making an unpleasant decision, then went back to the kitchen and quickly threw the crystal into a trash can as well. Amy walked to the window, where she crossed her arms and stood for a few minutes watching trees sadly waving their branches in the wind. Then she smiled and brushed her bangs with fingers as if she was trying to wipe off some annoying thought. She turned around and turned on a coffee machine. When coffee was ready, she poured some into her favorite mug and was passing by the entry door when she heard the doorknob turning. Someone was trying to open her locked door from the outside. It didn't budge. The someone from the outside gave up on trying and rang a doorbell. "Who is it?" Amy asked. "It's me." Amy recognized the voice. She smiled and opened the door. Gordon was holding a tray with 2 big paper coffee cups. He looked at the mug Amy was still holding in her hand, smiled. "I actually brought your favorite. Sorry, didn't want to wake you up." All this time, Amy was thinking that she was the silliest, stupidest, saddest, pathetic, silly, stupid, sad, and pathetic, and sad, and pathetic. She turned around and almost ran to the kitchen. "Wait, where are you going?" "I'll be right there, just let me toss the coffee I made," she yelled with a wide, silly smile on her face, getting roses back from a trash can and reaching her hand into it again, trying to find a walnut-sized, drop-shaped crystal.